Good day, everyone. My name is Luis Guiabern, and I'm here to announce my claim to the Elden Throne. Now, you may know me from my original media of Metaphori Fantasio, where I am quite a vile and despicable villain. However, I have abandoned those particular claims and am using the strength of my sword arm, keen eye, and knowledge of combat to win your hearts, as well as providing combat wisdom, such as watching out for giant floating balls of lightning whenever you are about to duel someone. Now, in addition to being the final boss of the game, this particular build is focused on the Montari Opera House fight as well as the Grand Trad duel. And as you can see, as I mentioned, floating balls of lightning are quite dangerous to any claimant's health. Now, those swords are my primary weapon. I do have an eye for magic as well, being able to infuse them with fire, ice, wind, or lightning in order to exploit my foe's weaknesses. However, keeping more of a feel in mind, I'm going to use quite a lot of weapons in my arsenal as well as some magic, to keep all of my enemies on the back foot and ruthlessly win these fights. And as you can see, these poor souls trying to run into this tower have no means of escaping my blade. Despite having shields, the piercing fang allows me to go through their defenses and quite nicely catch them off balance. However, still spectacular fight and an admirable means of facing me. Now, one of the other elements of this particular area is gravity. This is probably one of the most powerful things that is not apparent in most traditional RPGs. With ledges all around, it is quite a feat to have an entire boss's health bar, or my own, be completely eviscerated by falling off one of these ledges. So here I wait for an entire squad. Now you might be thinking, is it very noble or in character for me to hide within that barrel? Probably not, but winning the throne is more important. As you can see, tossing off this poor fool who thought a jump attack would work. Now, all that's left are quite a frenzied fellow, and someone who has a sword that is obtained quite far from here, and is trying to have me take a wonderful nap before my tasks for the day are done. Now, there are a few weapons I have in my arsenal that resemble the divine relic Dracodios. Now, for those unfamiliar with the game, this particular artifact has the power to break through protective magics put in place to protect claimants of the throne with enough favor from unfavorable and underhanded tactics to defeat them outside of formal royal combat, i.e. duels. So, Dracodios is a very special lance that is able to break through that protective magic and completely eviscerate contenders for the throne. One poor such fool Sanctifex Forden, thinking that he would be able to beat me and be popular enough to appear in any sort of cosplay in other games. Poor fool. So, the two weapons of choice for this particular lance are both the Dragon Halberd as well as some insane fool Midra's sword, because both of which are capable of doing immense damage, both with lightning and a very cinematic leaping stab. Now, you might be wondering, why do I need such weapons? Well, sometimes you run into a group of warriors that need to learn a little bit of, let's just say, respect for fun, because this seems to be quite an ordeal of just running around waiting for some someone who's not wearing very much clothes and a stick trying to hit me while I'm getting impaled with arrows from a distance. Uh, Unfortunately, I do not have access to all of my spells that would make this fight go in my favor, so I am stuck using the means within the lands between to fend them off, and that means this lance of draconic origin that you can pick up underground quite easily. And now, as you can see, the hubris of these two, now that their friend ran away for no reason during that cut, never to be seen again. These two fight me amidst very weak enemies, but are enough of a distraction that I might be able to gain a little bit of an advantage through this fight, and through a clever heavy attack and managing the aggression, I catch this poor fool and show the true power of the Lance Dracodios. Now, I do hope you enjoyed my time with you, but I'll hand the commentary over to the creator of this video for this last invasion. Thank you, and remember to support me for the Elden Throne. Whew. Well, hi everybody. I hope you enjoy this cosplay. This is at rune level 40 and is a strength faith build, and I hope both in voice and style I captured the ruthless arrogance of Louise. Now, in this last invasion, these two have a synchronized bleed, and they've got Taunter's Tongue on, and if you saw in the little boxes, an invader just got completely blendered by them. However, and also I'm very concerned in the moment of this invasion because there is no tree, and meaning the Erd Tree avatars, although even the lower level ones, they're bosses that are very worth protecting, because yes, they can hit you, but they move in a predictable enough fashion after you have fought enough of them that generally I am not hit by. If I am hit by them, I would consider it my fault, and they can do enough poise damage with their giant slams and just pancaking hosts and phantoms that they are a meaningful threat, if nothing else, to interrupt what the host and phantoms attacks are. So basically, I'm in a corner with all of these guys taken out and no boss, and these guys using effectively a coordinated bleed build, and they think that they have the edge over Guiabern. That is incorrect, because I've got an amazing teammate. They know what's up. They immediately jump in, break them up, and this is just some excellent coordinated teamwork of I make sure that I'm not going to bleed out, and we both just kind of push. They changed over from a ultra great sword to Howlstock, which honestly totally fine. They saved me, and we do a very good job of alternating attacks, and although it's not going to be super cinematic from my end, now that the host and phantom are separated from one another and they're in 1v1s, they are much more easily overwhelmed. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy the build. Like I said, this one's a rune level 40. I think after Radigan's Source Seal, it's 24 strength, 16 dex, a good amount of health. I think I added like 2 points in endurance from base profit and 20 faith. If you enjoyed this and the silly voices, please let me know, and I hope you have an amazing day. GG, Co-Invader. See ya!